Welcome back, peeps. Thank you for tuning in to the Band of Bros channel, where we're always taking a look at the newest tips and tricks in Modern Warfare and Warzone mode. Today, the most important piece of information just dropped in the Call of Duty blog. So this is all official news I got for you guys, and it is regarding the future of Call of Duty Warzone. Everything from the Season 7 coming to Call of Duty Warzone, which I'll tell you guys in a bit is not going to be called Season 7. We're going to be taking a look at the player progression. So how is the leveling system going to work? Is it going to be Cold War? Is it going to be Modern Warfare? How will that work? The weapon progression, operator selection, battle pass integration, and store access. And also we're going to be taking a look at the first ever kind of like the free content roadmap for the next season pass. All that in today's video. If you guys do enjoy this kind of content, please remember to like and subscribe and turn that notification bell on. It deeply helps me out a lot, because if you guys didn't know, 91% of you guys who are watching my videos are not subscribed yet. So if you do, I would deeply appreciate it. And with that being said, let's jump right into this video. So now, let's talk about probably one of the most important things that you came in here, right? What is going to be the next season pass? Season 7. That's what we all think it is, but it is not actually going to be Season 7. I saw a lot of people posting Season 7 confirmed and this and that, but nah, don't listen to them, all right? Like I said, I am reading this officially from the Call of Duty blog post. This comes officially from them. There will be no Season 7 in Warzone Modern Warfare. Now, let me show you this image right here. What there will be is Warzone Season 1 and Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War starting. All right, so they're kind of moving on to a different game. So basically the season is going to start all over again, but with Cold War. Now I'm going to show you guys the free stuff that we're going to get, obviously. So we're going to get Nuketown 84, which Nuketown is always the best map, probably one of the greatest maps in the Call of Duty universe. Comment down below, what is your favorite map out of all the Call of Duty games? That will be coming November 24th, obviously, if you do have the Call of Duty, the Cold War bot. Next up, as you guys can see here, it says Black Ops Cold War plus Warzone. So in Season 1, we're going to get more multiplayer maps and modes. 2v2 gunfight returns, which was something staple of Modern Warfare. They're going to bring it back into Black Ops. They're going to add some new weapons, new zombie modes, and much more. Something very interesting that I am liking is that both companies are working together to kind of make the best Call of Duty possible. And if you guys didn't know, these two companies do operate kind of different. So it is good that they're working together as a cohesive unit to give us the best Call of Duty experience. Now, something very interesting here, what we all want to know is the Warzone side. So as you guys can see all the way to the right hand side, we got something that says classified Warzone experience. If you can't read the letters, it says something like relative to similar nerve, the effects are instantaneous, symptom occurs adding to death, coughing, vomiting. So we're talking about some crazy stuff going on here. But if you look at the bottom part here, we don't get that many words, but we do get to figure out one that says Arrow C or Arrow or however you pronounce that. Now, if you go ahead and Google that, the Arrow C was an endorheic lake lying between Kazakhstan and the most important one, Uzbekistan, which began shrinking in the 1960s and had largely dried up by 2010. Now, this is basically confirming that when they release the Warzone cohesiveness with Call of Duty Cold War, they will be adding that new map. All right, I mean, if this is not it, then it can't be more obvious than this. So yeah. If you guys didn't know, Uzbekistan had been in the works, and everybody, it had been in the leaks for a long time that was going to be the next map, which is that desert looking, and that's why it's this dried up lake. So definitely right now, basically confirm that when they release this new stuff, which is going to be December 10th, which is going to be Season 1 of Cold War and Warzone, when they release it and when they bring Warzone in, they will be adding this new map, which is something really, really sick. Let me know down below in the comments if you guys are hyped as I am, because I am extremely hyped. Next up, let's go into the player progression. So how will the whole leveling system work, right? Will it be Modern Warfare? Will it be Warzone and Cold War? How are these things going to work? And now, for the first time ever in Call of Duty history, like I was saying before, the worlds have collided. The Season 1 brings universal and synchronized player progression that works between Black Ops Cold War, Modern Warfare, and Warzone. So Black Ops Cold War progression builds on a familiar and similar path to Modern Warfare while incorporating an innovative prestige system. Sorry about that. So this is how it's going to work, all right? Before the season 1 comes out, it's going to be exactly the same, right? You know, Cold War and Modern Warfare are going to have different leveling systems before the merge, right? Once they bring Warzone into the season 1, into Cold War, once they bring that merge, the way that it's going to work is that the three games will have the same leveling system at first, but there will be a separate prestige system for those players that have Cold War. So you guys can see here, let me read exactly what it says from the blog. So on November 13th, Black Ops Cold War is set to launch with an updated player progression system. Players will begin by completing military ranks, a traditional leveling system to unlock, you know, the functional gameplay. This military ranks is what we know right now, you know, from level 1 to 150. But it says once completed, Black Ops Cold War players, only Black Ops Cold War players, will enter an updated and improved season leveling that begins at the game launch with the preseason and which becomes synchronized with all 3 games at the beginning of season 1. So that means that if you buy Call of Duty Cold War and you have this one, you'll have that extra advantage into unlocking all these new tiers. So if you got Modern Warfare and you stay with Warzone, don't buy anything else, don't buy Cold War, you'll have the normal ranking system that we know right now, from 1 to 155. If you get Cold War, you'll have this new kind of like prestiging system that will work across all games. So if you got Cold War, you can level up in Warzone, you can level up in Cold War and whatever, and you can also level up in Modern Warfare. All right. But this does mean, again, that you will have Cold War to unlock this new prestige system. All right, that is something that you guys need to know. And it's something really, really cool is that the universal progression system means that you can level up and obtain XP no matter where you are playing. All right, which is something pretty cool. So progress in the usual manner by playing multiplayer modes, completing challenges either in Black Ops Cold War or Modern Warfare, and in Warzone matches. In addition, Black Ops Cold War Zombies shares the same progression too. So you'll be able to level up no matter how you play, which is something pretty cool. And again, we still got that player progression reset. So to synchronize players' progression across the 3 games, what they're going to do is that everybody's military rank, again, which is the rank we all know of right now, will be reset with Black Ops Cold War Season 1. All right, so once that Season 1 comes out, where they bring Warzone into the game, everybody will be reset. Everybody's rank will be reset to the same. And this is when the synchronization begins. So we're all going to basically start at the same level. And that is going to be something really cool. Again, so your rank will not reset until they release that. And again, remember that only your XP is reset. So everything that you previously unlocked will remain the same, like weapons, perks, and kill streaks, and all that sort of stuff. So again, let me just talk a little bit more about the seasonal prestiging leveling, which sounds pretty cool. So your seasonal officer progression is known as seasonal levels, which incorporates a seasonal prestige leveling system. These are fully synchronized between all 3 games. As you begin season leveling, expect an updated interface to this leveling system. Seasonal progression has been updated with aspects of the traditional prestige system, allowing players to unlock and use rewards, including some incredibly cool legacy player identity items found in the world of Black Ops. If you guys aren't familiar with the prestige system, it's actually pretty cool. So basically, once you reach the max level, you can prestige, and then you basically restart from 0 again. But you got this cool emblem. Not only this, but usually they give you something called the prestige token, and then prestige token allows you to unlock something out of the game, that a gun that you don't have, which is something pretty cool. But I'm interested to see when you prestige what kind of rewards you will get. And I always love prestige system. I feel that was missing from Warzone. I feel like level 1 to 155 is incredibly fast to get, especially when you reset and you start at level 55. Honestly, we play this game a lot. You get to level 155 insanely fast. So I always love prestige. That's something that I thought that was missing. And again, the preferred way to prestige is by playing Black Ops Cold War, thanks to the challenges focused on Black Ops Cold War gameplay, XP events, and other advantages planned throughout the season. Remember that a large portion of this content is earnable or simply free. So basically what they're telling you is you can earn XP all over the place. But, you know, the fastest way to get to Prestige will be by playing Black Ops, focus on those Cold War challenges. Just because, obviously, they want you guys to play the new game, right? Now let's talk about the weapon progression system. So in a previous game, I did mention that you will be able to join with both of your arsenals, right? You can choose either Modern Warfare or Warzone arsenals. Now, they've only talked about the weapons. I do believe that the perks and the kill streaks and the field upgrades will remain in Modern Warfare, because there are some perks in Black Ops Cold War that are very, very different than in Modern Warfare. For example, there is a perk in Black Ops Cold War that allows you to hear enemy footsteps louder when they're in dead silence, which I think is one of the greatest perks in the entire life. I don't know why they didn't put it in Modern Warfare. It's the most retarded thing that somebody can run, a dead silence, and you can't hear a single thing. That, I don't know if you guys have played any of the Call of Duties, but it's completely retarded. But yeah, going back to the point, I do think it's just going to be the weapons that are going to be included. I think the perks are going to remain the same, but again, we're going to go ahead and have to take a look. The way it's going to work is basically kind of like when you look at the blueprint. So for example, if you're looking at a weapon, you got a little tag right beside it that says that you have blueprints. It's going to be exactly like this, but it's going to tell you where that weapon comes from. So for example, you'll see a little tag that tells you whether the gun is from Modern Warfare or whether the gun is from Warzone. As you guys can see, this image right here, it is a leaked image, and there is 2 AKs in the table. So you're going to be able to bring 2 AKs if you want, because one is from Modern Warfare, which is the upper one, the more modern version, and then the other one is from Black Ops Cold War, because technically they are 2 different weapons. They are not the same. So that's going to be something really interesting to see how players combine both worlds to see what weapon suits their play style. So again, remember, this is going to be something really, really insane. And as well, if you guys don't know, your Modern Warfare weapons you've progressed all along with any unlocks like the Damascus or Obsidian camos, they will all be retained. All right, so that is something that, and here it also says, so at the start of Season 1, Modern Warfare's perks, lethal equipment, tactical equipment, field upgrades, and specific kill streaks will remain in Warzone. All right. There are some similarities, but again, that's why I was mentioning sometimes, because they are from 2 different eras, the things might crisscross each other. So I think by right now, they're only going to be bringing the weapons. They're not going to be bringing all the perks and all that sort of stuff from Cold War. Now let's talk about the operator selection, right? So a lot of people have spent a lot of skins on the operators. How is this going to work? So basically, it's going to work kind of like the weapon system. So you will be able to use the operators that you bought in Modern Warfare. So all the purchased and earned skins and quips and all and finishing moves, you will continue to use that in Warzone. All operators from Black Ops Cold War, along with free, earned, and purchase elements, are planned to be accessible once you unlock them in a variety of ways in Black Ops Cold War and Warzone. Black Ops Cold War and Modern Warfare operators that you obtained are intended to be available to play both in Warzone and the title from which they originate. So basically, if you bought somebody from Modern Warfare, you'll be able to use them in Modern Warfare and in Warzone, but not in Black Ops Cold War. The same thing goes. If you bought somebody in Black Ops Cold War, you'll be able to use them in Cold War and in Warzone. Same thing goes for the guns. The weapons, you can only use Modern Warfare weapons in Warzone. You can't bring Modern Warfare weapons into Cold War, and you can't bring Cold War weapons into the Modern Warfare multiplayer. All right, just so you guys have that. So there's only one exception, actually, with the only operator that you can use throughout the whole universe in Modern Warfare multiplayer, in Warzone, and in Cold War, is the Marine Corps Master Sergeant Frank Woods. He is the only one that is accessible in all 3 games, and the way you get this is only available if you purchase a digital pre-order of Black Ops Cold War. All right, now let's jump into the Battle Pass integration. We got a little image right there for you guys. So the Battle Pass system continues with Season 1 coming loaded with brand new content for Black Ops Cold War and Warzone. Progress through the Battle Pass system by playing any of the 3 games. Battle Pass content will unlock as you play in the game. So it's going to be kind of similar to what we had in Warzone. That Battle Pass system was working pretty good. I don't think anybody was complaining about it. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna stick with the same one. And as you guys can see in that image, once you unlock that gun, you will be able to play it in Cold War and in Warzone as they are showing it in there. Excuse me for that. And so yeah, basically Black Ops Cold War and Warzone will share post-launch seasonal content. So I mean, the Season 6 was the last season pass that we got for Modern Warfare. So those are going to be the last new weapons that we received, the last everything that we received from Modern Warfare. Everything from here on out, I believe, will be Black Ops Cold War and Black Ops Cold War weapons and all that sort of related stuff. And again, with the season pass, it's going to work exactly the same. So you will be able to battle pass content you will unlock will be visible and will be granted no matter what you play. So playing Modern Warfare, you can still earn towards your battle pass. But obviously, you know, if you're playing Modern Warfare multiplayer and you unlock a new gun in the Battle Pass, it's only going to be for Cold War and Warzone. But yeah, you can continue to progress through the Battle Pass no matter what game you are playing, which is something pretty unique. Now let's take a look at the store access. I believe this was basically the end for the store in Modern Warfare. So anything that you bought or anything like that, they're still going to continue to sell things in Modern Warfare, but they're going to be focusing obviously in Cold War because that is their new game. And it's going to work exactly the same. You know, if you bought something, they're going to tell you exactly how, just the same thing, the way the gun works. So before you buy something in the store, it will have the little icons to let you know whether you can play and whether you can use it in Modern Warfare, whether you can use it in Warzone, in Black Ops Cold War, and any of the games. So again, be aware of these new systems when they're bringing all these games together. It will indicate you where and what games you can use it in. Now, for finally, let's talk about crossplay and cross-gen enabled. So just everybody knew this, but let's just reinforce this. So you can obviously experience the next generation of global combat as one community, regardless of the platform or console generation you play with. So this is just bringing what we already knew, but yeah, basically everybody can play together, whether you are on the PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, PC, Xbox One, or the new Xbox Series X and S. You will be able to play with your homies. Doesn't matter where or how you are playing it, which is something pretty unique. And yeah, that was it for today's video, which was a bunch of information packed up together. But hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. Thank you everybody for tuning in. I deeply appreciate it. Let me know down below in the comments, what is the thing you are most excited about? Peace out, everybody. And I'll see you all in the next one.